yeah, she had a pretty bad time of it. I think it was yesterday. You know, she's experimental stuff. The principal was like, we tell us that she's up on her feet, becomes very unstable, which can be very, very dangerous. But today she got up, and yesterday got up. Went up and around and walked without any difficulty, just like normal. I guess she got unfortunate. She doesn't know what's happening until she stands up.
Okay, well, thanks for that. Anyway, I'm going to disappear out of here, and took Judy out to lunch today. The cleaning lady was in and told us to make haste and get out of her way, so we're back and there's things to do here. 7-3.
Yeah, that's good, yeah. You get us to come in a bit more often, Barry, and soon as we can get out. There's nothing better than going out for lunch.
Well, we went to the end zone for the fish and chips, which is always nice. And of course, I got a couple of prizes over there for dinner. They look after us pretty well. Okay, 7-3. Talk to you probably tomorrow morning.
Yeah, very best 73 to you, Barry. And of course, no problem at all in offering you a good 15 and maybe even 20 coming in to the top of the hill. No bother at all. 73, thanks for giving me a chance. So, it's 3 o'clock, and that means that we've got 2 net controllers who are going to be taking seconds for the next hour. Which, as Barry, are going to be using the call sign Victor Alpha 3 Charlie 65, Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum. Martin checked in with me earlier. Here Marty's on, or even Dick might be on. So we'll turn it over and see who puts the call on. Victor Egleby, Foxtrot, Juliet, November.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. How you doing, Colin?
And a very good afternoon to you, Rick. I thought it might be you, but I had a nice copy on Marty at the beginning of the hour. So I'm sure Marty's in there and should have no problem for being here. And as Barry was saying, that you've lost all the snow down there in the valley, and we've lost all the snow up here on top of the hill.
Okay, well, what kind of signal have you got to meet today there, Colin? Go ahead.
Oh, you're 5, 9 plus 10. 5, 9 plus 10.
Roger. Yeah, we got a really high noise level down here today. I think Chuck was telling you that. I've been listening for a while there, and you kept getting check-in, so I was just quiet here. Anyway, yeah, good to hear you in there, Colin. And anyway, it sounds like the band's a little bit noisy, but it's better than it was yesterday. And on Monday night, we could not even hear ourselves on the SDR. So it was really bad there on Monday night, I would say, too. I think we had a big solar flare, and I think we've had another one since then. So I guess conditions were better in the weekend. Let's hope they're better this weekend coming up there, Colin. Over.
Yes, indeed, because I gather that the contest is on this weekend.
Yeah, intermittent here. Yeah, it's supposed to be the ARRL sweepstakes is on. So on sidebands, and quite an exchange with that. So let's hope the conditions are better for that one, because that's usually a pretty good contest they're calling over.
Yes, well, let's hope the conditions are good for the contest. I knew there was a contest coming up on the weekend. I didn't know which one it was, so I asked Marty, and he gave me the information. So, with that, The noise is not too much noise until about maybe 20 past 2, and the noise came up, and it was sort of like a, and it would last for about 2 or 3 seconds, and then it disappear, and then it would repeat itself less than a minute later, and that must have carried on for probably about 20 or 25 minutes, but it's disappeared now, Rick, and I have no real noise to speak of. Anyway, turn it over to you, and hopefully you and Barry have a good hour. VA3 CWM, VE3 FJF.
Okay, roger that, Colin. Okay, we'll take it from here. And 73, all the best there. So this is the TP Net, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. We're looking for check-ins from anywhere. This is VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Please go now.
And VE3, India Sierra X-ray.
VE3 ISX.
Was that you?
VA3CWM, Marty on the
intermittent here. Yeah, it is the connector.
Rick, you're breaking up, but Marty's in there.
How do you copy there,
give me
Barry?
a
Over?
to talk to Marty, okay? VE3 CWM Warplane Heritage, location V3ISX. I believe you're on the remote this afternoon, Marty?
Yeah, I think Rick had an intermittent there, so I just stepped in. I'm on the remote, but I'm listening on the Pennsylvania SDR.
All right, and that's beautiful. That's 9 signal from downtown Hamilton. You're sounding good. And other than that, just doing a scrounging for prizes for the prize table. We picked up a couple more today from the end zone, so it should be a good turnout. And we've got 39 folks coming to the dinner. It should be good.
Well, that's wonderful, Barry, and it's always a good time down there. And I'm looking forward to breakfast on the weekend.
Yeah, I am too. Judy and I are going to be there, hopefully, with bells on. Anyway, I'll let you go, and I'll check in with Rick. Then I've got something to do outside here, but snow is all gone, and things are looking good. Back to you.
Yeah, fine business.
Yeah, I'm back, Barry.
73 for now from VA3 CWM at the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum. And we'll pass it over to Rick, VE3BK.
Yeah, okay, Marty. Anyway, that's good. There, you do good work there on that, Barry. And yeah, I had an intermittent, and when I keyed there, you guys were talking. So anyway, I just was quiet there for a while there. Anyway, good to hear you in there, Barry. V3ISX, VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike.
Absolutely. No, the remote is coming in locally here nicely. And of course, I can hear him on the Vermont receiver quite nicely as well. Anyway, Rick, any idea about the Christmas dinner? Has anything changed for the three of you?
Okay, I'll have to let you know about that. For sure, I'm not too positive yet right now.
Okay, we'll just leave it the way it is. Let me know. The numbers are good, 39 sold so far, and the prizes are coming in for door prizes, so that's what I've been up to. Okay, we'll let you get a whole bunch more, and you're sounding good here. You're 20 over S9.
Okay, thanks for the report, and yeah, well, thanks for your good work on that. And it's always nice winning a prize at the Christmas party for sure. I think last year everybody got something, and that is great. Okay, this is the TransProvincial Net, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. We're looking for your check-ins on the TP Net. Our TP Net runs between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and we have different controllers on just about every hour that we can. So right now the band conditions aren't the best, but they're not the worst either. I think they were worse on Monday night there. At least I'm hearing something on the SDR, even though we're getting a lot of noise here locally. So this is VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Anybody, anywhere, please go now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Okay, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. And how are you today, Chuck there, or?
Hey, good afternoon there, Rick and Marty and all on net that's listening. Doing okay. Another gloomy day out there, but what can you do, right? Anyhow, I noticed the signals were going up and down there when I was talking to Colin. He was from an S20 over S9 all the way down to an S8. So the signals are fluctuating at this time, but this is the first time I've been on the HF bands today. So I thought I'd check in and say thanks again for checking in with me last night on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group net there. Always a pleasure, Rick. And I'll send it back to you.
My intermittent again. Man, I gotta fix that. Yeah, well, I've tried about 5 times to fix it, and I still haven't found the trouble every time I put the meter on it. Looks good. So I'm starting to think it's the actually connector that goes together, and I can't blame New Tech for giving me a cheap connector. I actually got a pretty good one on there. Anyway, that's the way it goes. Yeah, some of those connectors you buy there are pretty chintzy, I'm telling you. Anyway, Chuck, so what kind of noise level you got today? Because my noise level is unbelievable. It's pretty high, and of course I'm hearing you locally. Very good, because you're like 20 over here, same as always. So definitely above my noise level, and so is Barry, and so is Marty there. So back to you, VA3 CJZ from VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike.
Well, at the moment, Rick, I've got an S7 of noise, and normally I'm around S5 on this band for a good S4 to S5 is usually a good day when conditions are good, but it's an S7, so that's high for me. And I too could hear Barry, ISX, quite well, 30 over, just like you, about 30 over. And Marty's signal's coming in nice and strong. I'd say about a 20, 25 over S9 there. So back to you.
Yeah, okay, well, thanks for that. And yeah, by noise level, I didn't wait long enough to see what it actually is. It's somewhere around 9. And anyway, we'll turn it over to Marty and see if Marty's hearing you okay. Over to you, Marty.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Good afternoon, Chuck. Thanks for the check-in. And I'm hearing you just fine up here, actually listening from Altoona, Pennsylvania, a place called Fallen Timber. And I believe it's up at high elevation, so your signal's coming through just fine there.
yours and Rick's and Barry's and everyone else. Anyway, we're doing great up here. We've got a visitor in the radio room at the present time, so he's seen a little demo of this setup here, and we enjoy listening along to you guys bantering back and forth. So I'll turn it back to you, Chuck, and you can pass it on to Rick. This is Marty in the radio room at the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum, and I'll be listening on the side. BE3QEE here, back to net control.
All right there, Marty. Very good. Well, thanks for that report. You're coming in quite well over here also. And one other thing I forgot to mention to Rick is that I am currently live streaming the net on YouTube. And so if you put my call in, again, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, in the YouTube search, look for us under the live button, and the title is TransProvincial Net on 7.100 megahertz. There, we're live on YouTube. If you get a chance to stop in there and check it out. Okay, Marty, thanks again, and so I'll send it back to Rick.
Okay, Chuck, thanks for doing that. Thanks for putting it on YouTube. And I did listen to the whole thing on Monday night, and I heard your neighbor in there one time, so he must come in strong to you, and I never heard him at all on my radio. WKG, I never heard him, but I definitely heard him on the YouTube stream. So when I played it back, but he never did check in when I turned it over to him. He was gone already. So anyway, that's the way it goes. Anyway, noise level here is slightly above the 9 on my needle, and that's pretty high. I'm listening to Shrewsbury and Vermont, and it's got really noisy. So I'm hearing some digital in there. And when Colin was on before, he mentioned something about interference, and I was listening to him on that, and yeah, there was interference. Some digital came in. So anybody out there that's digital, or maybe you're not hearing this, I'm not sure, but I haven't heard any digital on there for a bit. So hopefully they've left the frequency free for us. Okay, anyway, this is a TransProvincial Net, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike, and we'll turn it back to Chuck for the final, and then we'll carry on. So back to you, Chuck, BA3 CJZ, BA3 CWM.
Very good, Rick. Well, I want to say thanks, first of all, for doing this net and what you do for the amateur radio community, as well as Marty. You guys do an awesome job, and I really appreciate it. And so with that, I don't hear any digital noise over at my from my antenna at my radio, so it's quiet on that end. But I'm not listening on any of the SDRs at the moment. But we'll see how it goes there and see if you can pull in some contacts. It's kind of rough, but I'll listen along for a while there, Rick. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, back to net control.
Okay, we appreciate that, and okay, I find, well, I hear you a lot better on my local antenna. The SDR seems a little bit on the noisy side to me today, and Marty mentioned that he was in Pennsylvania, and the one that I listened to in Pennsylvania I could not reach. So anyway, I'm not sure, maybe it's a different one. Anyway, this is BA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike for the TransProvincial Net. Anybody anywhere, if you can hear us, go now, please. Well, we might have one of those days there, Chuck. I don't know. Anyway, BA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike for the TransProvincial Net. Anybody anywhere, please go now.
VA3CWM up here at the Warplane Heritage Museum radio room. Coming in on the antenna here, not too bad at the moment there, Rick. I'm listening local, and we'll be just on the side here. Back to you.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'm listening to Shrewsbury, and it is very noisy, but I'm hearing even you there, so there's no problem there. I've flicked back and forth quite often, and just to see what it is, and some of the guys that Colin was talking to, I could hear very well on the SDR, and some of them I could not hear on my local antenna because of the noise level. So there you go. That's the way it is. Like Colin said, it's 40 meters today. What can we do? Anyway, this is a TransProvincial Net, and let's see if there's anybody else out there that wants to give us a check-in there on TransProvincial Net. VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike is call sign of the radio room on the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum, and Marty is right there right at the moment. So if I can hear you and Marty can hear you, then you can talk to both of us there. This is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Please go now.
A lot of silence out there, Rick. That's all I can say. But I suppose if you're tuning around the bands, this portion might not be exactly where you look for something to go on. By the way, Rick, the Burlington Club tonight at 7 o'clock is going to be on the 40-meter band, and they're going to be doing, some of their guys are going to be learning Morse code, and they go on the air from 7 to 7:15 or so, and send messages back and forth. They're all just getting started in Morse code there. They've got a class of about maybe 7 or 8 folks, and this is their night to once a week get on and try things out with each other. So if you're not doing anything around 7 o'clock, tune in on 40 meters and see if you can find them there. I think they might be up around 7117 or 7112, someplace up there in around that area. Back to you.
Yeah, Roger on that, Marty. Well, it's good to know. Hopefully some of our listeners out there have heard that. And myself, I'll be at the executive meeting tonight. So it starts at 7 o'clock. And I imagine by the time the meeting is over, those guys will probably be cleared up. But usually later at night is a good time for 40 meters. Also very early in the morning. Early in the morning, I can't believe my noise level is almost non-existent. So it could be some factories or something around my area that cause so much noise. But I think we got some atmospheric noise as well, because it's coming in on the SDR. Even though I'm hearing you quite well on there too, of course I picked up a quieter on my local antenna because you're at least 10 over here, Marty. So, and that's on the stingy needle. Anyway, I'll let you make a call out there, and we'll carry on from here. This is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike, looking for any check-ins on the TP net.
TQ for the TransProvincial Net. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike, up here at the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum. We're looking for check-ins with or without traffic, and anybody's welcome. I'm up here in the radio room, and Rick's down at his local station at home, and we're sort of doing a tag team match here on the TransProvincial Net, listening for your calls. if one of us can hear and the other can't, we exchange information about that. So there's two operators here waiting for your call. So please call. Please call anytime. VA3 CWM standing by.
Yeah, I'm actually here myself on the SDR today, and so it isn't that bad, even though it is kind of noisy today. But this is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Anybody, anywhere? Some of the check-ins that Colin had came in great here. So if anybody's out there listening, go ahead, give us another call. This is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike for the TransProvincial Net. Yeah, V3 Mike Delta November. Yeah, and you're one of the guys that I heard. So this is Mike, I believe. Mike, I'm not sure where you are, Mike, but you can probably tell me there. Anyway, I definitely can hear you okay. So VA3, Mike Delta November from VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike, go ahead.
Back into the radio room here and
Hello, test 1 2 1 2.
Doing nothing. I guess I need a break. Wandering around outside and come in for a warm up. Not too cold, but sure. So have a look and continue on back outside. Looking over some wires that I got out here, make sure it's still all up and just doing a little maintenance check in the yard, falling wires in the yard, and make sure they're not on the ground.
Yeah, okay there, Mike, and yeah, I heard somebody say test 1 2, test 1 2, and I heard you stand by one, and come back in there when we're clear with Mike. Okay, so VA3, Mike Delta November from VA3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Okay, and I see from our log here in Muncie there, Mike, and anyway, so I didn't catch everything you said there. I was doing the log here. Sorry about that. Trying to get you in our log here as well. And the band conditions are really noisy for me today. So anyway, back to you, and then we'll see who that was doing a test. I did not hear a call sign. Okay, so back to you, Mike. There, go ahead.
Roger that. Yeah, they were doing that on Collins over there too.
Hello.
Anyways, I'll say 73 for now, and yes, I forgot to mention where I was at.
Okay there, Mike, and good to hear you. Good to hear you. I heard you talking to Colin there. I was just tuning up and stuff. Anyway, thanks for the check-in, and thanks for the report. And you're coming in okay there from Muncie there. Just a little bit noisy on the conditions, that's all. Okay, we had somebody else in there who was doing a test one too. So that testing station, go ahead. Nothing heard. Okay, this is a TransProvincial Net. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. Anybody, anywhere, if you can hear me, please give me a contact. VA3 CWM. Okay, I hear somebody in the background there, Marty, and I'm not sure who that is. Anyway, if you're hearing somebody, I don't know if they're talking to us or not, but if you can hear somebody in there, let me know. Okay, there's somebody in there, and I'm not hearing them. They're rating my noise there. I know they're there, but I can't tell what they're saying. Okay, this is BA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike for the TransProvincial Net. Anybody, anywhere, if you can hear me, please call in. Again, I'm hearing somebody rating my noise there. Marty, are you online? Can you hear that person? Over. Okay, is anybody online that can hear the other party? They're coming in on the SDR. I can't hear mostly. Anyway, this is BA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike for the TransProvincial Net. Anybody help me out? Otherwise, I will just look for a call. Okay, you don't hear anything? Okay, very good. Thank you for that. And who was that? Over. Okay, I'm just hearing you very faintly there, Chuck. Thanks for the help. And I don't know why I'm not hearing you on my local antenna, which I should be there, or. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing you now on the local antenna. I wasn't before, though. That was strange. Maybe it was like you're too far from the mic or something. Yeah, anyway, that's the way it goes. Anyway, thanks for the help. And I'm hearing them on the SDR very weak, though, very weak. So that could be anything. That could be South America, who knows. Anyway, whoever it is, I couldn't make out what they were saying, so I assume they're not calling us. Anyway, this is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Thanks again, Chuck, for the help. And we're looking, this is a TP Net, we're looking for any check-ins anywhere. Please go now. Okay, there it is. Actor. Yeah, anyway, just for your information here, Chuck, my noise level is in the red on my radio, and of course, you fellows that are local here, you're way over that, and no problem at all. And I'm hearing noise from the SDR. One thing I got to ask you about, Chuck, is I listened to that recording, and it sounded like I was getting noise with the signal the whole time. It was only when you talked, everything went quiet and I could hear your voice 100%. But when anybody else talked coming in, there was noise in the background. Now, would that be something to do with the YouTube connection at your place? You know, like it sounded like like atmospheric noise or something like that. Not really strong, but just enough to be there and be noticeable. Over to you, Chuck. Yeah, I lost you again, Chuck. What was that? Noise in the background for anybody that was coming through on the YouTube, because I was on the YouTube stream, right? So whatever you're putting into the YouTube is what I'm hearing, and I heard a noise in the background the whole time. It didn't matter who was talking. There was a noise in the background, and the only time it got super quiet was when you were talking there. Over. That was on the YouTube stream on Monday night. Well, I wonder if your radio is putting out a tone. Oh no, well, it wouldn't be a radio. Well, maybe, yeah, it is. Could be a radio. I don't know. That is very weird, very weird. So you're getting a tone. It could be something as simple as wires being too close to each other, going on the YouTube stream. Basically, it's listening to your radio the whole time. So it could be something coming from your radio. It could be some noise in your neighborhood, for all I know. Anyway, did you detect any tone on your receive on Monday night there? Over. Okay, it could be something to do with when you're on HF. And you don't use the same radio for 2 meters as you do for HF, do you? Okay, then that's kind of weird. Then you'd think it would fall, but it could be something in the circuitry too. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, I've noticed that before when you're on YouTube, when I'm listening to you on the YouTube from here, like on Wednesday night, I can hear a bit of a tone, a bit of noise coming in with you on the YouTube stream. But when I listen locally here on my own antenna, I don't hear it. So, yeah, I would say it's something to do with the connection you've got on your YouTube tube. And, you know, sometimes these things are here to try us. You get some kind of a temporary trouble or something that's intermittent is really hard to find. Intermittents are the hardest thing to find because sometimes you'll test and they won't be there. But this seems to be there all the time. So it could be some connection you've got somewhere there. Anyway, don't mean to worry you. It's not really that objectionable there, Chuck. Anyway, I guess we better go back to the net here. This is the TransProvincial Net. Anybody else wants to check in? If you can hear me, this is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Please go now. I'm hearing a bit of digital on the SDR, and I thought maybe I heard somebody trying to call me. Did anybody hear anybody? Over? Okay, I didn't really hear anybody either. Okay, I heard somebody say test 1 2. Test 1 2, and they came in here pretty good right here on my local antenna. So anyway, so if there's somebody else in there wants to check into the TPNet, I know that we're below the phone frequency for US. So any US station, if you want to do some CW, you work split and make it so the tone's on 7100 sideman, and we will copy you and put you in our log. So this is VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike for the TransProvincial Net. Anybody anywhere, please go now.
Victor Echo 3, Whiskey India Golf.
Okay, Victor Echo 3, whiskey is good. Hey, and I was saying that on Wednesday night there. Wednesday night, Chuck has a net there, Bill, on local simplex here, 2 meters, 146, 430, and anyway, one of the guys that checked in had a whiskey in his call sign, and the first thing I said was, whiskey is good. Back to you, Bill.
Yeah, okay, Rick, but where were you Monday night? I was desperately trying to get a hold of you, but I couldn't hear you guys. I'm not sure whether it was bad conditions or you guys were partying elsewhere.
Okay, what happened on Monday night? I was on the SDR. I could not hear myself. All I did was work locals on Monday night there, Bill. Couldn't hear anybody. And the week before, I heard Tom there in London, and I heard you. But the week before that, I couldn't hear anybody again. We had a big flare or something. I don't know what was going on. But I think we had a big flare on Monday night because I couldn't hear nothing but people on my local antenna there, Bill. Over.
No, I guess that's about the same thing there, Rick. I could hear stuff in the distance, but I couldn't tell who it was. So I thought it wasn't you trying to forget me. It was bad conditions.
Oh yeah, I think so for sure. Anyway, whiskey is good. I like that. Yeah, so IMW, VA3 IMW checked in on last night, and so on the YouTube stream, I typed whiskey is good, and anyway, I get a chuckle out of that. That is one of my favorite drinks, even though I don't drink much anymore, Bill, but I still enjoy once in a blue moon there. Over.
Sounds good, Rick. By gosh, I like a couple of beers, but the whiskey, I seldom bring any whiskey home, or I haven't touched a bottle of wine in quite some time, so I like a couple of beers. Just like you, I suppose. Yeah, we're getting too old for that stuff.
Oh yeah, I like that too. A couple of beers. Well, actually, that was my drink more or less. Beer, when but I hardly ever touch that anymore either. So, but anyway, we got our Christmas party coming up, Bill, and I usually have a glass of wine at the Christmas party. So, we indulge once a year. What the heck? Anyway, and they put on a good treat for us there at the Yacht Club here in Hamilton. So we're looking forward to that. Our Christmas party in Barrie. Barrie V3ISX. He gets a lot of prizes for us, and just about everybody wins. Everybody wins something. Just about everybody, and I'm sure that they appreciate that. So we appreciate Barrie's hard work. Anyway, Bill, so what's new in your area? There's been a lot of snow, but it all melted away, and my wife made a comment that we had leaves on top of the snow, and you don't very often see that, leaves on top of the snow, but we actually had that this week there. How about you, Bill? Or?
Yeah, about the same. I still have leaves in the trees, so I don't get too excited about raking them and doing it over again and over again. But I actually compost them and put the composted leaves into my garden. That's another job that isn't quite finished yet. So, anyways, I had 3 guys down to replace the shingles, this metal on my shed where my garden tractor is, and my rototiller and lawnmower and shovels. So they'll be back tomorrow. But anyways, they finished today, and we all sat down and had 1 beer. So it sort of makes the end of the day, Rick.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That would make the end of the day. Yeah, I can remember doing that with some of the workers I have around here doing some cement work for me. Yeah, so anyway, that's good. That's good, Bill. And raking leaves over and over again, it's not a fun job. Not a fun job at all. Anyway, my wife, she curses the neighbor's tree because she could be doing that every day. Anyway, put it out for a couple of days and wait till there's quite a few out there. Anyway, I guess there's still lots of trees that have got leaves on them still, Bill. Anyway, back to you for a while, and then we'll carry on and see if we can get anybody else in the last 13 minutes or so there, Bill. Over.
Yeah, anyways, Rick, enjoy the weekend coming up, and enjoy this fine evening. Considering the weather isn't all that bad. Yes, we had a pile of snow on top of the leaves, under the leaves. But anyways, it was a beautiful day today for doing some work outside. Have a nice evening, Rick, from Victor Echo 3 Whiskey India Golf.
Okay, V3 Whiskey is good from VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. Okay, 73 there, Bill. Always good hearing you. Anyway, let's see if there's anybody out there on the TransProvincial Net. Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Whiskey Mike. And we'll let Marty pick it up after that. So anybody anywhere, VA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike for the TransProvincial Net.
CQ for the TransProvincial Net. Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Whiskey Mike, listening for calls from anyone, anywhere. This is the TransProvincial Net on till 5 o'clock. A new controller every hour. And right now, we're nearing the end of our hour. This is the group from the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum doing the host duties and listening for check-ins. Please call now. Oh, nothing heard, Rick. But anyway, we're here and listening for calls. Back to you. Over. This is the TransProvincial Net, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike, listening for check-ins, with or without traffic. Anyone, anywhere, please call now.
Hey, Marty, I just thought I'd tell you you're sounding good in patrol.
Okay, Bill, got a good copy on you, and I'm listening on two sources here. I'm listening in Pennsylvania, and you got a good signal there, and I'm listening on the local antenna here, Bill. And it's a little quieter, but I can hear you just fine. So thanks for that, Bill. And I was listening to you when you were talking to Rick there. Anyway, have a good week, sir, and hope you enjoy the airwaves. 73 for now from BA3 CWM.
Yeah, Marty, I always enjoy the airwaves. So anyway, 73, we'll try our best to talk to you fellows again next week.
Okay, thanks for the check-in, Bill.
VE3BK from BA3 CWM. Are you there, Rick? Over.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we doubled there. I was just thanking Bill for being there. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just tossing it back to you.
Oh, Roger. Okay, then. Okay, this is a TransProvincial Net. We're on here between 3 and 4 Eastern Standard Time, and that's between 20 Zulu and 21 Zulu today. So anyway, anybody, anywhere, if you can hear me on TransProvincial Net, please go now. I can swear I hear somebody on the Shrewsbury, Vermont, repeat it very faintly, though. So a lot of noise coming through there, too, as well. Anyway, the noise over here today, I can't believe it, Marty. It's higher than even on Monday night there, so, but we're still hearing okay, and most of the locals are getting through, no problem at all on the local antenna and even on the SDR. So the SDR does seem to have a bit of noise today, and like I said, I couldn't get Pennsylvania, and while I'm on here logging and talking, I'm not fooling around too much with that, so we're just satisfied to listen on Shrewsbury. Anyway, this is BA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike from the Canadian Warplane Museum, and anybody, anywhere, if you can hear us, please go now. Okay, anyway, Marty, where are you listening right now? Are you listening in Pennsylvania, over?
Again, Rick, they're bringing a Harvard in, and they got that door open, and man, did it ever cool off in a hurry.
Okay, somebody said man something or other. I didn't quite catch that. Noisy here. Repeat that over.
It's Artie up here at the Warplane Museum, and they are bringing a Harvard in from outside, and they opened the door, Rick, and man, did it ever cool off inside here.
Oh, I'll bet. Hey, well, anyway, the Firefly, and I'm not sure what it was, the DC-3 or whatever, and it was supposed to be a Harvard up there on Remembrance Day, but there was only actually 2 planes that were visible there when I watched the Canadian Warplane Heritage Remembrance Day show. So, were you involved in that, or did you see that over, Marty?
I was underneath those planes when they flew over the house, Rick. It was the Firefly, which is very noisy, and the the Mitchell bomber. So you had three engines, three of those big engines instead of the four, because the Lancaster was not up that day, but it has four engines, and the other three planes were almost as noisy. There were three engines up there going overhead for the celebration, Rick. So the Mitchell bomber and the Firefly.
Roger, that's what I thought. It was the B-25 is the Mitchell bomber, isn't it? It looks like a Lancaster, but only with two engines. Roger?
Roger, Roger. It has the double tail and two engines instead of four.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah. Well, I saw the two planes there, and I quite often hear. So what's going on with the Lancaster? They said the Lancaster was down for maintenance. So I thought, I was telling the guys in Australia that I thought the Lancaster would be out for Remembrance Day, but then we got the notice that they weren't going to be there due to maintenance. So how long has it been down for maintenance there, Marty? Over?
About 2 weeks, Rick. They have all the engine covers off, and they got all the covers off under the wings, and I don't know what they're doing for maintenance, but it's under maintenance right now. I think they're going to do some repainting too. So they put up the Mitchell bomber, and that's quite appropriate. It's the one with the invasion stripes, those three white stripes under the wing, and it was a big part of the effort there on D-Day.
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah, it was. That was very appropriate, and the Lancaster could be in it there. But what happened to the Mitchell? I thought they were going to have a Mitchell up too.
Yeah, the Mitchell and the Firefly were both up.
Oh, they were. Well, when we watched the show on TV there for the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum Remembrance Day, lest we forget, we just saw the two planes, and I think it was the Firefly and the Mitchell there, over.
That was it, the Firefly and the Mitchell.
Yeah, okay. Well, I thought they announced that there was going to be three, and then there was only two. But I thought it was the Mitchell that they said was one of them. Maybe it was a Hurricane. One of them. They look very similar to me. The Hurricane, the Mitchell. Anyway, or not the Mitchell. The Hurricane. Yeah, they look pretty similar. The Mitchell is the bomber. I know that's quite a bit different. But anyway, oh well, okay. Let's see. We're getting close to the top of the hour. We got 3 minutes to go, and so anybody, anywhere, if you can hear me, please go now. Wow, one of those days. I hope I can hear. I hope I can hear Rick in Ottawa. They're pretty good today. Anyway, this is BA3 Charlie Whiskey Mike for the TransProvincial Net. Anybody else? If you can hear me, please check in. Okay, Marty, I got a quick question for you. What local antenna are you listening on?
The local antenna I'm listening on is the vertical down at the Port Authority building.
Oh, Roger. Yes, I forgot you were on the remote. Okay, yeah. So you're not getting a lot of noise from there?
Not too bad. Bill was a little quiet. He was in the noise a little bit, but any of the local guys, of course, just come in like gangbusters, like like Barrie was about 20 over, and you're doing pretty good. So, you know, it's not bad. If there's not a lot of local noise in the building, that antenna does a pretty good job, Rick.
Roger on that. Yeah, Barry's running power, I think, and me, I'm just putting on 100 watts on my local antenna. So, anyway, yeah, I found that I was on the remote there one day, and I found the noise level wasn't all that bad, but then it would something would come on or whatever and cause a heck of a noise. And anyway, I was trying your trick. I was doing the listening on the SDR and listening on that antenna as well, back and forth, and hey, that works pretty good. Okay, let's see, one more call out. We're at the top of the hour, and one more call out for the TransProvincial Net. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike.
Victor Alpha 3, Alpha, Sierra Zulu.
Okay,